Good morning. It is Thursday, January 16th, 2020. I hope everyone is having a great day. And if you're not having a great day, I hope that you make a choice to have a great day. Because choosing to feel great is something that we have to do. But what if something is preventing us from feeling great? What if something is holding us down? Well, that's the subject of today's topic. It is depression. What is depression? Well, simply put, to depress something means to press it down. Means to keep it suppressed. Basically, you're stagnating or preventing the growth of something. That's what depression does. It prevents us from growing. What a horrible thing. Because I'm almost more afraid at this point to just stay the same ignorant person I've been most of my life than to even become something new that I might not thought I would ever want to become. I guess what I'm trying to say is an important part of our journey is to keep experiencing new things and to grow. Even if you've really mastered your routine and you've got it all perfect, I would say there's a lot of other things out there that you thought you didn't need to try that you should be trying. And that'll help expand your growth and give you new experience. And that's why depression is so difficult. Not only does it prevent us from doing those things, it makes us not want to do those things. It almost feels like having just the wind sucked out of your sails. When you've got wind in your boat sails, you've got direction, you've got forward movement. At that point, you just pick a direction, You feel like you're doing something, you're going somewhere, and you have a little bit of control. But when you're depressed and, the wind is out of your sails, it's just like you're stuck, like you're going nowhere. It's a horrible feeling. And if you have ever felt like that or are currently feeling like that, I want you to know there's hope. A lot of it probably comes down to circumstance. It's really hard to be happy in terrible circumstances. But it's hard, it's not impossible. You can see amazing stories of people doing beautiful things in war zones, places where most people don't even want to live. Examples of art and creation and humanity. It exists. So remember, no matter how bad your circumstances, you don't have to be depressed. It's a choice you're making. Now, I know some of you are probably listening and thinking, I don't feel like it's a choice. If it was a choice, I would choose not to be depressed, right? I think a lot of that has to do with chemical imbalance. I think many of us are chemically imbalanced. Whether we don't have the right amount of dopamine or serotonin going through our bloodstream, whether our diets are off and we're nutritionally deprived, whether we're stressed and we're mentally taxed or suppressed and we feel controlled, all of that can lead to chemical imbalance, which really leads to serious depression. And a lot of time they'll try to fix that with a pill or something that will help fix your physiology and your chemistry. Well, that sounds nice, but personally, I've already abused drugs too much. So when it comes to depression, I've already been taking drugs for it, and mostly that's cannabis and pot. And I'm trying to fight it by not, smoking first thing in the morning. I haven't gotten high yet, It's noon right now. It's about 12 o'clock. I woke up. I worked. I was responsible. And then I went and I ran 4 miles in 20 minutes. And it feels good. I don't even really, I'm kind of skinny, you know. I'm not the biggest guy, you know. But so I wanted to do a lot of weight training, but that's just an image I'm trying to fill, I realize. I'm trying to be big and meaty so that women will think that I provide more security and guys will respect me more because they'll think I'm more tough and dangerous. But that's just not the world we live in today. Unfortunately, the jocks, that's a jock world, and the jocks did not win. The nerds won. The toughest, meanest people in the world, I mean, you know, all they need to dominate you is computer. That's me, I'm smart, so I'm going to remember to try to focus on what I'm good at instead of letting the world tell me who I need to be, which makes me feel depressed because I don't ever know if I'll be what, you know, the world makes me feel like I need to be. So I've been doing cardio, and the cardio, you know, sorry, I kind of went off on a tangent there. The cardio really helps with depression. I can't say how much it gets my blood flowing. It makes me feel alive, and it makes me hungry, so I want to eat. And I don't feel super tired afterwards, like when I do heavy weightlifting. So try to get some cardio in your diet. And then another thing with depression is, you know, you can make a plan, right? And you can have all these strategies to prevent from getting depressed, right? Safety nets, whatever, right? But I think Mike Tyson said it best, right? He said, everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. And it is so true. Life just has this way of coming along and socking you right in the jaw sometimes. And what do you do in that situation? I mean, Steinbeck said it best. The best laid plans of mice and men will soon be put to waste. So it doesn't matter how good your plan is, you know. It's probably going to get capsized, you know. Some turbulence is going to come along. And what are you going to do when that happens? Huh? You really only have one choice. And that's the same thing Mike Tyson said. He said, always be hard. It applies to everyone. Men, women, children. It's called strength. You know? You're going to get tested in life. And depression is a sign of weakness. I know it sucks to hear that. There's a lot of people out there probably thinking, did he just call me weak? Because, you know, my entire family died in a plane crash. And I lost everything. And I'm depressed as shit. And now this guy on the internet is calling me weak? Yes. Yes, I am. Because whether you like to admit it or not, you didn't have to get depressed from your entire family dying in a plane crash. Trust me. I understand that you did, alright? I've been far more depressed over far less things. But yo, you could have moved on. You could have been positive about it and said, well, at least I didn't die in a plane crash. At least I'm still here. At least I have the ability to be depressed, because those people that died in the plane crash, it's the zero-sum game for them now. There's no happiness, there's no depression, it's over. So if you're here and you're sad, why don't you focus on the first part? You're here, which means that you have the option to be other things than sad. You don't have to be depressed. I said in my videos earlier, you heard me say, I lost $20,000 recently, within the last couple weeks, right? Did I fall into a well of depression? No. I kept working hard, I got back at it, and I've actually made like $5 grand back. Fortunately, all that's going to go to bills, but I made money. It wasn't in the same way I lost it, but I used other avenues. And I studied hard, and I passed 2 real estate tests, practice and principles. 1 more, and I'm eligible to go take the state exam. If I pass that, I'm a licensed realtor. That's progress. That opens doors. I'm now legally allowed to sell houses. And that's great. I don't have to sell pot anymore. And I liked selling pot, but apparently everyone else didn't because they kept trying to throw me in jail for it. Take all my money. So I'm going to try to just do something that everyone will leave me alone so I don't have to feel depressed. And there's options. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If you feel sad and you feel depressed and you're lonely or whatever, you have options. Stop thinking about what's holding you back and exercise your options. Because there's a whole lot of people out there that died that don't have any more options. So please, don't be depressed. I used my whole 10 minutes up. I can't go over 11 or I'll feel terrible. I love you guys. Be happy. Choose to be happy. Have a wonderful day.